Okay, so we're going to have a bit of fun today. We're in the 747 and it's got the Salty mod installed, and obviously you can see we've got the corporate colours for virtual flight on the 747. We're going to do the Expressway Visual into runway 31 at Laguardia, and just to make it a bit more fun I thought we'd actually take off from Laguardia on this nice short runway. So we're going to hold the aircraft on the brakes. We're going to accelerate the engines to full thrust. It's quite a short runway. We've only got 15% fuel on board. We're not going to need very much. We're just going to do a quick circuit out to the bay and come back in. So you can see the nose is trying to lift already. It's not quite trimmed, but we'll let it go. It's coming through 150 knots, so we can rotate. Okay, there we go. Gear up. 180 knots, flaps up. And we'll immediately turn left out over the bay. And then we'll come back in for the dials approach. I've got live weather on. New York's looking pretty clear today, isn't it? I'm playing with a new microphone as well, or an old microphone I should say. I've plugged in the USB microphone that I used to use because I thought it might be a bit more useful than the clicking and popping noises that I've been getting from the headset microphone just recently. So we'll try this out and see how it sounds. Let's have a look at the sound levels actually while we're flying back out over the bay. There we go. So yeah, you should be able to hear me over the aeroplane well enough. I've been playing with it a little bit. Let's turn the aeroplane up a little bit actually so you get to hear it. Okay, so let's have a look at this 747. So you can see there's LaGuardia. What we're going to do is essentially fly in over this bay, and you can see the expressway here. We will turn right. Can we see them here? There's some towers. Yeah, you can't easily see them from this angle. But we will turn right, go over the expressway, follow down to the stadium, and then turn round the back of the stadium and the water feature down there, and come into runway 31. But we're just going to fly out to the bay first. Ah, there are the towers I was talking about. So we'll fly in as if we are approaching this runway here, but when we get to the towers we turn right and go for the expressway. It will all make sense when we do it. Okay, we're going far too fast. Breaking all sorts of aviation laws here. That's what happens when you sit in the in the external screen. So I'm going to, as we make the turn out over the bay, we're going to turn back to, or come back down to 2,500 feet and lose this speed. So let's put some air brakes out to lose the speed. Obviously with the 747 being as big and heavy as it is, it's quite a job to lose speed. The spoilers aren't particularly effective, even though they are enormous. That would have something to do with it weighing probably 100 tons. Right, we're down below 250 knots now, which is good. We're coming down on the altitude. So let's have a look at the chart and see where we are. So if we zoom out now, we can see we're over the bay. We're going to do a left turn in a minute and hopefully come back towards dials. So let's start that now. So we're turning left. keep an eye on that airspeed. Bringing the engines back up now. Let's have a look at that map, see where we are. Yeah, so we're not too far away from where we need to be. Let's increase the range on this so we can see our original plan for dials. So we're coming down through 2,800 feet, so let's get rid of some of that vertical speed. So we're coming into the plan where we wanted to be, which is in line for the runway when we approach dials. So let's have a look out the front, see if we can see that. Getting a bit low, so let's just hold on to the height we're at. We're flying this completely manually, by the way. So yeah, you can see there's the towers. And beyond the towers, if you look in the distance, there's the runway. So you're kind of flying this as if you were approaching that runway. We're a bit off to the right, so we'll just correct for that. So we're going to start dropping the flaps. We'll get the gear down now, just so we don't have to worry about it later, and it will act as a really good air brake actually as we descend. Okay, so there's the towers, there's the runway, but we're not going to fly for it. We're going to turn right and follow the expressway, which you will see when we get a bit closer to the towers. Okay, so if we look, you can see the expressway down here, look. So we're going to follow that down. So we're at about 2,300 feet, that's not too bad. The towers have just disappeared underneath, so we'll start our right turn. Remember, we are looking for runway 31, which is over there. So we are going to descend now gradually down to 1,000 feet. And we're going to lose some speed and extend the flaps slowly as we go. Use the spoilers if we have to. So we're now looking for, there's a water fountain that we turn around the back of, and then around the back of the stadium, and that leads us onto the runway, which you can see right here. So it's actually quite a steep turn that we'll make, especially for a 747, which is why this makes it a bit more fun for us. So we're coming up through 1,200 feet now, coming down to 1,200 feet I should say. We're going to start increasing the throttle. You can see the water fountain there on the left. So we're going to begin our left turn. We're just about 1,000 feet, which is perfect. Just need to be mindful of continuing to lose height as we turn. So we continue turning. There's the runway. So now it's just a judgment exercise. completely visual. Just do things methodically. Keep an eye on the speed. We're accelerating. We don't want to be. So spoilers are out as well as the flaps. Okay. So we hold the nose up, reversers are on, get the plane back on the centre line. Reversers can come back off. It's a bit of a heavy landing, but never done this in the 747 before, or not for a very long time, so that was quite cool. And you can see we can actually come off on the high-speed exit here already. So there you go, there's the visual approach into Laguardia in the 747, which is just a bit of fun really. Something fun to do in the flight simulator. Looks like it's a busy day at Laguardia. Okay, I'm going to leave it there, and we'll see you again soon. A short and sweet video today. Okay, take care.